a chair. I need to sit down. So, hello, welcome back to, I don't know if you can see me, welcome back to Subbuteo Tabletop Football. Let me just get these grubby gloves off and this coat. I'm going to have a sit down because I am boiling hot. Cold, wet, but hot at the same time. In fact, let's get the covers off. So often you'll hear me chatting in here about not just the micro things in creating a Subbuteo table, but also, or a Subbuteo ground, but also the macro things you've got to do. So anyone that's new may not know, but the old ones will know that this was, if you look back in the early videos, a automotive garage type unit. Used to have one of my vehicles in it. Doesn't anymore, obviously. And I've done a number of things over the last 3 years. Hang on, let's sort out this plastic. This must be an awful noise. Hold that up, get rid of that. Right, put that under there. And while we're at it, let's get a bloody drink. I need to steady my nerves. Let's get this scoreboard back on. Well, I might have a little game in a minute, little quick game, bit of advertising. But first off, let's sit down and chat about macro things. Oh God, I need that. Take my hat off, God, sweating. So macro things are things to do with, like, you know, like for instance, there used to be double doors there. I had to brick that in, and then I had to waterproof around the edges. Well, more sort of airproof around the edges because a lot of cold air was getting in. But you've obviously got to leave, I don't know if you can see him on this camera, but you've probably seen on other videos, I've got some air bricks in. Why am I all, I feel like I'm all squashed. Just sit over here. Oh, it's better. And what I was doing today, and something that I've probably mentioned before, is did have a bit of a damp problem in here for a while. So there was a leak coming in from somewhere. Sorted that out, but still I was getting a lot of condensation in. There's hardly anything left in that. Might as well finish it off. And then we had last winter, no problems with damp at all, or water coming in. This winter, it's been raining a lot more, as probably all know. Getting a few leaks in here. Didn't know where they were coming from. And as you can see, I've got to recover the table. So last winter I didn't have to cover the table up at all. The first winter I had it in here, I did have to because we were getting a few drips in here from condensation. But these drips that I've had this winter, that's a leak. Now I sort of identified today part of what that was. A bit of ridge tiling was missing. So I had to get up on the roof, which is not particularly easy, and then re-cement those ridge tiles in. Luckily I found them, so they fell into next door and I was able to retrieve them, and then mix up a bit of muck, get up there, clamber about, break free other tiles in a process which I then had to repair on my way back down, and I think I've covered it all up. So even though it's going to rain later, hopefully when that all goes off, that should reduce some of the things, or at least it will sort out one of the leaks. So, you know, you can whittle down other leaks to repair then. But we'll just have to see how it goes, really. But there's an awful lot of rain. Now, little shout out to roofers out there. All I had there was a couple of ridge tiles missing. So I'm the sort of person who will go up and give that a go. I know that's not for everyone. And I'd just like to say to anyone that gives roofers a hard time, if you've got a problem with your roof, get up and try and have a go at it, because believe me, it is not an easy job. I don't care what anyone says. I'm pretty handy, so I will go up there and do a bodgy cowboy job, and probably the tradesman's worst nightmare, because I'll give it a go, untrained, and then probably make a right old mess of it. But you know, full respect to people that do these things for a living, because it is not a pleasant job being on a rooftop in wet weather trying to fix a ridge tile with a bucket of muck next to you. You know, it's a bit precarious, to be honest. But anyway, I think I've done what I need to do up there, so we should be all right. Anyway, cheers. Oh, and Happy New Year, everyone. Perhaps I should have started with that. Oh, need that. Right, should we have a little game of football? Seems I'm in here. I've got clean hands because I had my gloves on, so that's all right. I've had the table set up for a few things I've been doing on TikTok recently. You remember I sort of went through a period of, I kind of went off TikTok a little bit, but I've sort of got back into it. I've been chatting to a few people on there who are into Subbuteo, or got back into Subbuteo, and that sort of repeat my interest in it as a platform. And it's been quite nice chatting to them. If you're not on TikTok, do give it a go. It does seem to be getting more and more popular again. It's the fastest sort of rising social media channel. And I don't know about you, but like most people, I used to be on Facebook. I still do have a Facebook account, but I really don't use it at all. I've been shutting it down because, I don't know, it just seems a bit dead to me, you know. It's like, had its time, so whether we like change or not, we've just got to move on, really. And it's the same thing for any sort of social media or anything like that. MySpace was around once upon a time. That obviously died a death. Then you had Facebook, which has been around for a long time. My personal opinion is that's dying a death. And you just got to go with it. Embrace change, as they say in workplaces, corporate workplaces. Embrace change and go with it. Right, so who've we got on the pitch? Reds, which could be anyone. I'm not going to be so crass as to say it's just City. Let's just say it's a red team today. Although actually, no, these are actually Bristol City. So it is Bristol City. It's not just a red Subbuteo team. This is out of a Bristol City box. Oh, God, it's cool in here. I can feel myself cooling down already. I was boiling a minute ago. What's going on here? The TV cameraman has fallen off. Right, so are we saying that Bristol City have won the toss, so they're gonna break? Bristol City are gonna break. I'm going to tell you a bit of a story now. It's nothing to do with Subbuteo, but it's something that's bugged me, to be honest. I went to my local pub the other night. I think that's still a City ball. I don't think it actually... Oh, look at that! Skills from Bristol City. Oh, choking on the words. Yes, I went to my local pub the other night with my missus, my wife. And we were playing pool. We haven't played pool for a while, so it's quite nice. City trip over there. Didn't do that on purpose. Just to show I didn't do it on purpose. I'm going to take it again. Oh, we did get the ball. Rovers keeper's getting worried. Rovers, get some fucking fellas in defence. So yeah, we went to the local pub. We were having a good time playing pool, having a few drinks, nothing too heavy. And a young girl, bear in mind that I'm going to be 50 this year, my wife is 45, so a young girl, must have been in mid-20s, came up to my wife, said something, I didn't really hear what it was. I think City lost possession of the ball then, but we're given the benefit of the doubt. They certainly lost possession then. Rovers in defence, keeper's going to get out of the way, he's just going to kick that out. Great defending there. City are going to go over for a throw-in. So this young girl came up. This sounds like some sort of joke. It's not a joke, because this was fact, so this happened. Said to my wife, I didn't think anything of it. I was just listening to the music and having a beer. And then this same girl then comes up to me and she goes, this is not an exaggeration or a joke or word of a lie or anything. She comes up to me, I've never met this person. I don't know her from Adam, right? Never even seen her in a pub before. She comes up to me and she goes, can I run my fingers through your beard? What? My response instantly was, no, I don't think so. And I stepped back and sort of gave her a look of, who the fuck are you? Anyway, she seemed sort of quite affronted by this, and sort of surprised. I And then she sort of went, and sort of backed away and disappeared. And I said to my missus, I said, what is that all about? Do you know what I mean? Is it just me? This has been on my mind for the last couple of days. Is it just me, or is that not weird? I think it's weird. You know, and I said to my wife at the time, I said, that's like the equivalent, right, of a bloke going up to a woman who he doesn't know, who's out with, say, her partner, and saying, can I smooth your hair? You know, what would you think if that situation happened? I know I'd think. I think, what a weirdo. And he'd end up getting punched. So I don't know. Where's the ball gone? This is the problem with chatting. What's that? So what a weird situation that is. And then I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, on top of that, on top of the fact that I think it's a bit of a weird situation, is this, you know, it's like the audacity of it. What, you walk up to a complete stranger and say, can I touch your part of your body, or do something that's a bit weird? I mean, especially these days with like that sort of generation of people, and if there's any of you in your 20s on here, you know, I'm not having to go at anyone, I'm just saying that generation does seem to have a bit of thing about offence and how you should respect other people. So to have someone of that generation come up and say something weird like that, I just thought it was a bit odd. You almost got to that, but didn't quite. Anyway, so that was that. Weird. Have you ever had anything like that happen to you? Let me know in the comments, and we can have a good old chat about it. Right, let's get on with this now. Enough nattering about non-Subbuteo related stuff. City really bloody giving it a go here. Goalkeeper. I'm going to move them slightly out of the way because City are going to shot on goal. Fortunately missed the goal, went wide, hit the copper and some of the news people. Come on, get out, City, get back in there. Right, Bristol Rovers, kick that ball up there. Oh, to the feet of a Bristol City fella who's put it in the nets. Jesus Christ. Bristol City 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Very happy about that. Never mind. Come on, Rovers. Right, we're going to have to play a proper game now. No messing about. Now, you can't say I'm not fair. That was completely. In fact, Rovers are going to have 3-4-3. Come on, Rovers. A little bit of a touch there. Ref didn't see. It was all right. See, keep it coming out. Rovers. Jerome about to stab himself in the face. With an England flag. What a fitting way to go. Oh! It was a good attempt! But it's in the box, and the rules are that goes to a goal kick. Now, something that is actually Subbuteo related, I'm going to tell you about. I've been chatting online with a couple of people, and one of the things I've been chatting about is rules. And people are asking me, like, on TikTok, why I don't have a shooting line. I did a little video about that. A few other things to chat about. And I was thinking, there's good old Simon's rules. I don't know if you remember a while ago, I got rules from Simon Goodman. These are, I don't know if you can see that on the camera, Subbuteo playing rules based on the 1974 Subbuteo handbook, edited by Simon Goodman, who I met at Subbuteo Fest. He gave me a copy of these, and he's basically written this and updated it, and created a sort of up-to-date set of rules. I was thinking, shall I do that? I could go through not perhaps the advanced rules, but certainly through a basic set of Subbuteo rules and do like a Subbuteo version. Type it up, and then if anyone was interested, they could. I can send you a copy, I suppose. But oh, little heads to the ball. So you're really having a go here. Another shot on goal, slightly wide. So if you would be interested in a Subbuteo set of rules, oh, beautiful, then let me know, and that's something I will try and put together in 2023, is it? Is that a year now? Skip the ball. Bristol City. He's out, but he's in. Ooh, didn't get slide over to that. I'm gonna have to get hold of some of this sliding polish. It's a good shot by Rovers, but incredibly wide. Bristol City keeper. Rovers gonna. Oh, that was a very good defensive flick. City. They got one man there. Got a couple in defence, but he's going to bring back. Rover's going to move him over there. So they've got both sides of the pitch covered. He's a little bit offside. Nice little through ball, get out of the way, ref. Ooh, brilliant shot by Bristol City on goal, but saved by Belshaw. Well done, lad. Although they're really giving it a go. Got to give it to the Teds here. This is the best I've ever seen him play at Subbuteo Stadium. Isn't that right? Jokes. Rovers, shot on goal. Oh, yes! Get in! That was amazing by the Gas. So 1-1 to Rovers. I think this is why I like playing without a scoring line or a shooting zone. It's because often, I think certainly as a new player, can I keep calling myself a new player? I don't think so. But certainly when you are a new player, you don't have that confidence of taking shots on goal. So you think, oh, I'm going to miss it, going to miss it. But without the shooting zone, it gives you the opportunity to take those shots from, rather than trying to get into position when you're sort of struggling with that. So certainly that's something I would include in the rules, the removal of the shooting zone. I don't know what sort of rules we'll call it. It's called Subbuteo Fun Rules or something. Right, see, Bristol City now to kick off. Goalkeepers are in place. Bit of energy juice. Oh, nice. Oh, he's going to have to spin round. Good attempt. We didn't quite get to it. Rovers' little pass. Pass two. Straight in front of goal. Unfortunately, we've got no one up there. Can we do a... City's not falling for that again. Went for it. Missed. Didn't foul anyone. Get out the... that would be one of the rules as well. I like that. So, if a player lands in the goalie's box there, you've got to move him out. That's effectively the goalie's area. Also, if the ball lands in there and there's no other players with it, it's a goalkeeper's ball, we'll say. I don't know, I could work it out somehow. Oh, bit of a rubbish. Oh, City better get this out. Bit of defending there, they need to get behind that ball. Luckily he did touch that, he runs back on the pitch. the scoreboard out of the way. Oh dear, tragic. That means Rovers need to get a man up the pitch. They're not going to reach that ball, but he's there. So now City's job to defend. Again, missed it. City keeper coming out. Oh God. It is Bristol City's ball. They're going to kick that out, but into a corner. Bit of a missed kick by them. Got a couple of Rovers guys down here. City going to get a few guys in defence. That was a bit poor, so we're going to give him another defensive flick, get another man there. Rovers going to get a couple of players there. This is not looking good for City, I'm afraid. Right, let's see if we can... bit of a short ball. Not very good, that. Oh, and he missed it. Way across the pitch, still in play though. Oh dear, takes out ball boy. City's possession, what are they going to do? They're sort of loath to get rid of defenders out of that box, but he's missed it as well. He getting caught up on the stands. Rovers kicking it back to their defensive position. A bit of a mistake there, error. Throw in. City do have a man down there, and oh dear. Fortunately, that was a poor throw-in. He trundled round all over the place. Right, come on, Rovers. Gentle touch there. Oh, he's getting worried. You know what could happen here? Long range shot. Ooh. Did go to a City player though, so Rovers lose possession. Bit of pass in there. Rovers got all men in the City box in there. They have in their own half. Oh, that went out. Could be dangerous to City here. They're going to have to, blimey. Oh, close, close. How are they going to get to that without giving possession away? They're not. Excuse me as I pull up the camera. Oh, he's missed it. Ball goes forward. Right, gentle. This is where I always fall flat on my face. Gentle shots are just... Didn't quite get it. City want to defend that. That was a... Ref's going to come over. He's not happy with that. Rovers getting a penalty. What's it called? Free kick there. What we're going to do? City, he can stay there. They're going to get a couple of players in. Fair play to him. Goalkeeper's coming out there. Rovers need anyone up. Rovers throwing men up the pitch. Oh! What are you going to do now, City? Oh, it's to the keeper. Keeper's ball. Right, so I think we'll leave that there. It's fair, isn't it? 1-1. That was quite fun, that. So, let's get a few of them back on the pitch. We had loads of players over here. It was turning into a five-a-side game. So yeah, there you go. Happy New Year to everyone. As ever, thanks for supporting the channel, commenting, watching, etc. Same to anyone that's transferred over from TikTok. We've gone up slightly in the follows on TikTok, so I've stuck on 35.4 thousand followers for long time. Recently, it's gone up to 35.6 thousand. Might not seem like much, but for a Subbuteo channel, it's quite a lot. So I'll have to work out what it is I'm doing right and wrong there to continue that. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, I was toying with the idea of doing. As you know, one of the followers on here and someone that I follow on YouTube is a guy called Electric Football Hero. He's an American fella. If you've never seen his channel, pop over and have a look at it. He does a wealth of stuff on there. He is prolific with videos. You're never going to be short of anything to watch. Now he does a sort of series of. His main thing is this game called Electric Football in America. It's a bit like Subbuteo, a little bit different, and it's like what we would call American football, what they call football. But also he's done some Subbuteo stuff, and he had a bit of trouble getting bits and pieces for Subbuteo, but he's managed to. And this is one of the things I like about it. It's the beauty of Subbuteo is it's you can create your own game. So Electric Football Heroes managed eventually to create his own sort of version of Subbuteo, which is like a five-a-side game, and he's got all sort of newly named British teams, which I find really interesting. So he names the teams like I don't know if this is one of the actual names, but it's things like, say, Coventry Condors, stuff like that, or or Brighton Bears or something like that. So all the teams have got like English town names, but then these other descriptive parts to their name. So that's interesting to watch. So if you like Subbuteo, do go over and watch Electric Football Hero. But he's got loads of other stuff on there as well. Some stuff I'm not that interested in. So he collects like I don't know what you call them, like sort of figures, sort of things, and has a look at them. That's not really my bag, but a lot of people are interested in that. He also does. What else was it I was watching? Can't remember now off the top of my head. But recently, I've been watching a little sort of mini series he's got on there about the board game Risk. I don't know if you're interested in that. I'd never played Risk before, and I started watching that, and you'd think it would be really dry to watch, but I don't know, you just get drawn into it. So I've been watching his Risk series to such a level that I've gone and bought, despite the fact I've never played it, I've gone and bought a version of Risk. I'm going to play it probably tonight with my missus. There's all the you're laughing, thinking my missus has been bored witless. But fully enough, recently she said, "Oh, one night can we stay in and play a board game?" Well, got your wish, darling. We are going to play Risk tonight, and probably from what I can gather, it lasts for a few weeks. So we're going to give that a go. And that is solely because I was watching the Risk series on Electric Football Hero. So if you're ever stuck for something to watch on YouTube, go over, watch his channel. There will be something that you can pick out of the thousands of videos he does that you will get some interest out of. So do go and have a look at that. And then, do I want to do any of that on here? I don't know. I probably won't put it on my channel because he's already done it. But I may talk about it in a future Subbuteo video. All right? Anyway, until next time. Yeah, up the gas. Gas won yesterday. Gas going up. The gas won yesterday, and also now I noticed we didn't have it in the first half of the season. We've got Joey Barton and a few of the key players actually talking about promotion to the Championship. Now, there was this time last year when we were in League Two, there was talk about that, and we went on this sort of amazing run for the last half of the season from January to May, from bottom of the division to the top, and then ended up getting promoted. And there was some very bold talk at the time from Joey Barton, but nonetheless, he defied all his detractors and did what he said he was going to do and got us promoted. Now, I thought that was it. I thought, we would settle into League One now, and then, we'd have a couple of years doing that and then build up maybe in the future to something else. But talk now is starting to rumble about of us going for promotion into the Championship. I don't know if we're going to... I think like most gas heads, you think almost like that's never going to happen. But I don't know, you know, when Joey Barton talks, whatever you may think about him, right, a lot of people listen to him and go, oh, he's talking a load of shit. But he carries it through. He does it. He does it everything I've heard him say, you know, whatever message he's putting across, he sticks, you know, he's a man of his word, effectively. And if he's saying he's going to get us promoted to championship, hey, mind that gap. That's all I'm saying. Mind that gap. Because, you know, I got a feeling he's a man that can. So we'll have to see what happens in the next couple of months. Because next 2 months up at Memorial Stadium are going to be some telling times. And that could be interesting. Anyway, until then, and until next time, up the gas!